The Social Security Administration has officially declared a 2.8% cost of living adjustment for 2026, raising monthly payments for Social Security retirement, supplemental security income, and Social Security disability insurance beneficiaries. For the average retired worker, that means the typical monthly check will rise by roughly $56, from about $2,015 to approximately $2,071 beginning January of 2026. SSI recipients will see their maximum benefit climb from $967 to $994 for individuals, and from $1,450 to $1,491 for couples. SSDI payments will go up as well, from about $1,586 to roughly $1,630. Picture a retiree in their mid-60s who lives on Social Security alone. That additional $56 may not sound life-changing. But for many, that difference can mean being able to breathe easier when paying for rising energy bills, prescription drugs, groceries, or home maintenance. For a couple on SSI, that extra $41 each month can translate into small but important relief when inflation squeezes households living on fixed income. Even modest changes in monthly benefits can shift a person's ability to plan their month, cover emergency expenses, or take care of medical needs without constantly stressing over finances. Many Americans over 50 understand the quiet relief that comes from small increases because it often allows them to stay in their homes longer or maintain a sense of independence without relying on family members or loans. Even for someone receiving disability benefits, the modest bump may not seem huge. Yet for those on tight budgets already struggling with medical costs, rent, or living expenses, every dollar counts. This increase comes automatically. Beneficiaries do not need to call, request, or apply. The SSA will start issuing higher benefit checks in January of 2026. People who depend on Social Security or SSI often describe the moment of receiving the adjusted check as a tangible reassurance that the system is keeping pace with the rising cost of living, even if just slightly. For those on SSDI, many of whom are younger than traditional retirees, the adjustment helps ensure they can maintain a standard of living while managing unexpected medical bills or transportation costs that are often higher for individuals with disabilities. Still, there's a catch many experts point out. While the adjustment helps, a 2.8% increase often doesn't keep up with real-world inflation on essentials like housing, healthcare, medications, groceries, and utilities. Over the past few years, the cost of prescription drugs and health insurance has risen faster than Social Security benefits, which means that older Americans and those with disabilities still face a gap that can make budgeting feel impossible. For many Americans 50 and older who depend heavily on Social Security, that gap can still leave them strapped, especially if rising Medicare premiums, dental and vision care, or other unavoidable expenses eat away at the extra pay. It's a reminder that while COLA adjustments are critical, they are only one piece of a larger puzzle of financial planning and security in retirement or during periods of disability. That's why it pays, literally, to stay alert. Knowing this COLA is coming, checking your online SSA account in early December when your new benefit notice arrives, and planning ahead can make a difference. If you also have a pension, IRA distributions, or savings, a small boost now could give you a little extra safety margin. For households living on a fixed income, even a $50 increase can allow for small but meaningful choices. An extra trip to the grocery store without stretching the budget, purchasing a medication that would otherwise have been postponed, or saving a little bit each month for unexpected repairs or emergencies. And if you rely solely on Social Security or SSI, every dollar counts. Understanding the timing of these payments, knowing what to expect in January, and factoring the increase into monthly budgets can reduce stress and provide a clearer picture of financial stability. It's also important to remember the emotional aspect of receiving a Social Security increase. For many retirees and disabled Americans, these payments are not just financial support. They are a symbol of independence, security, and dignity. Small increases reinforce that the federal system recognizes the ongoing challenges faced by older adults and those with disabilities, and they offer reassurance that the government is attempting to adjust to real economic pressures, even if the adjustments are not always perfectly aligned with actual inflation. Many beneficiaries report that just knowing they will see an increase each year provides peace of mind and allows them to make longer-term plans, such as minor home improvements, travel to visit family, or better management of healthcare routines. The reality is that millions of Americans are navigating life on fixed incomes, and even modest increases in Social Security can provide meaningful relief. Beyond the obvious financial benefits, these adjustments can influence quality of life in subtle but significant ways. They allow recipients to maintain social connections, pursue hobbies that enrich mental and physical health, and manage day-to-day living without the constant stress of wondering whether there will be enough money to cover the next month's bills. It may seem like a small percentage increase, but when added to the overall picture of financial security, it matters, and it matters a lot to those who rely on these payments for their basic needs and sense of stability. If this update helps you or someone you know, consider sharing this information so others don't miss it. Staying informed about federal benefit changes, understanding how COLA affects monthly checks, and planning ahead can make a real difference. Subscribing to updates about Social Security ensures that you remain aware of every adjustment and can make decisions accordingly. The increase may seem modest at first glance, but for millions of Americans, it is a meaningful step toward maintaining independence, managing expenses, and securing a more predictable future. Being proactive about understanding benefits, calculating budgets with the new amounts in mind, and recognizing the tangible impact of small increases can change how you navigate your finances and preserve a sense of dignity and control over your life. This extension provides context, emotional resonance, and practical advice, reinforcing why the SSA adjustments matter and how they affect real people across the country. The combination of factual updates, relatable examples, and actionable insights ensures that anyone over 50 can grasp both the financial and emotional significance of the upcoming Social Security increases.